2, 1. Yay! Yay!
As I just said, thank you everyone for being here today. This is a great day for Yuma High School as we're unveiling our state-of-the-art culinary arts classroom and laboratory. At Yuma High School, we have a motto: old tradition, new commitment. The culinary arts classroom and laboratory that we're proud to show you today is an example of our commitment to providing Yuma High School students a quality education with experiences leading to every student graduating from Yuma High School, college, career, and community prepared. Yuma High School students deserve to and expect, have come to deserve and expect, outstanding career and technical education. We offer 7 CTE programs with 34 sections of CTE courses. We are committed to offering exceptional courses with industry current curriculum and state-of-the-art equipment. Upon graduation, students are prepared to transition successfully to post-secondary education and are equipped with the necessary skills to begin working in a specific career. Our culinary arts program is a prime example of outstanding career and technical education. Our instructor, Jacqueline Hill, is a leader in her field. Ms. Hill was recently elected to serve on the board of directors as a Region 6 representative for Arizona Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America for the 2021 school year. Thank you, Ms. Hill. Let's give her a round of applause. We're very fortunate to have Ms. Hill here and a teacher at Yuma High School. Thank you. As I said earlier, we'll have a virtual tour for everyone that's going to be seeing us online, and thank you everyone again for being here today and our virtual viewers down the road. We'll get a tour of the culinary arts classroom in a little bit. We've quite a few community members to thank for this outstanding facility. We have there's a lot of hands that go into making this facility what it is, and we appreciate everyone that was involved in it. First, I would like to thank the YUHSD Governing Board for their continued support of all of our programs. I would like to thank Superintendent Gina Thompson for her commitment to quality education for every single student. I'd like to thank Steady Superintendent Kevin Imes. I would like to thank Pilkington Construction and Clint Harrington, Chris Thompson from Thompson Architecture and Design for their continued work on this facility and all they've done to help this facility be amazing and help our students in the future. I'd like to thank Arcadis and Liz Rule for all of our organization and keeping this project on schedule. I would like to thank our community partner, the Yuma Chamber of Commerce, for all of their support. I would like to thank Executive Director of Facilities and Maintenance, Mr. Jay Munoz. I would like to thank Executive Director of CTE, Lori Honeycutt, CTE Instructional Leader, Tamara Kay, and again, our culinary arts teacher, Jacqueline Hill, for their teamwork and development of our CTE programs here at Yuma High School. Thank you, all of you. As I stated earlier, our school board supports all of our programs and we really appreciate all of their support. With that being said, I'm excited to invite YUHSD school board member Ms. Shelley Mellon to the podium to speak on our celebration. Thank you.
Thank you, Principal Fritz. It is my absolute honor to celebrate today's ribbon cutting for the new Yuma High School Culinary Arts and CTE facilities. And I am smiling under here, you just can't see it. I applaud all the diligent planning and work that has been invested to make this come to fruition. The classrooms are remarkably remarkably high-tech learning environment with the kind of equipment and facilities that are expected in the hospitality industry. I also want to thank our community and taxpayers for investing in the education of our students with the approval of the 2015 Yuma Union High School District bond. Your vote and dollars will continue to impact the education of students for many generations. So I'm excited for the tour and honored to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Mellon. Next, I would like to welcome Clint Harrington of Pilkington Construction to the podium.
Thank you, Principal Fritz. So CTE's come a long way since I was at Cibola. We were talking about Tony. In 1994-95, kind of date myself, when I had Mr. Lepsock and the CTE precursor, which would have been the ICE and the OJT. And I bet my kids would attest that if we had a nice culinary lab like this at Cibola in 95, they wouldn't have to eat chili pepper, so often. Pilkington Construction is a big partner in CTE. We're a big believer in CTE. And I think that CTE plays a bigger role than just a post-secondary education in the CTE careers. If you're going to be, as I talk about with Tom Tyree a lot, if you're going to even be a doctor, lawyer, engineer, it doesn't hurt you to learn how to cook, how to do construction, first responders. And so I think there's no downside to having CTE in our public education system. I'm up here, I get to speak, I get to do all the fun stuff, but I'm really just kind of the paperwork nerd. And this wouldn't be a successful project if it wasn't for the strong team that I have at Pilkington. And I'd like to recognize, and not to get too close to the mic, first off, Chris Pilkington, Vice President and Operations Manager for Pilkington Construction. Chris is a background. Right in front of him is Katie Pilkington, our project manager. Cesar Delgadillo, our project superintendent. First project, did an excellent job. We have a lot of other team members here, and I know they didn't recognize, but I'm going to do it again. Luzarello, but we've done a couple CTE projects, and Liz does an amazing job. She's the gatekeeper. She makes sure that you get exactly what you're paying for. She keeps everybody in line. She keeps the project going smooth, and is such an added value to this project that it really is nice to be working with you again.
Thank you very much.
So of course we got Chris Thompson and Rod Fowler from Thompson Architectural Design. Amazing, it wouldn't be a successful job without the true partnering spirit with you guys. A little bit too loud. And then of course, everybody here at Yuma Union High School District should be very proud of the staff that is involved. Principal Fritz, Lori Honeycutt, can't hear enough nice things. Tamara Kay, Jay, where's he at back over there? We've done a bunch of projects with you guys, and it feels more like family than it does a construction project. And I think that's the key to the success here. Now, I would like to talk about one additional bonus, one thing that you guys probably might not know, and I think it should be recognized and applauded, is that, I sit on a few boards. I'm lucky enough to sit on a few educational boards. Gina Thompson's on them. Shelley, you're on them. There's a whole bunch of educators that are advocates for public education in Yuma County. And I wouldn't have known, being a construction guy, that we go up to Phoenix, we talk to legislation, and they fight. They fight for dollars for Yuma County public education. And it's not easy. The rural communities in Arizona do not get the same treatment as those in Maricopa. And I've watched in the last couple of years that after they fight for dollars, they fight against a Maricopa-based procurement system that limits the amount of dollars that actually gets spent on construction. And this is a great project to kind of show that. And so, normally a job like this would be put out on a job order contract where a pre-selected only Phoenix contractor is picked, and the job is done for whatever they estimate the job to be. And this job initially was over $1 million. Now, state procurement law says that if it's over $1 million, the state governing board has two choices. They can have a special vote to award the job, on this job order contract to one of these pre-selected Phoenix contractors for the amount that it's estimated for, or they can open it up to everybody to bid on it, which includes anybody and everybody, Yuma, Phoenix, Tucson. Now, I'm not in the room, and I don't know how this decision was made, but I can tell you that the result of that was that the governing board and Gina Thompson put it out to bid for anybody that wanted to bid on it. So instead of $1 million job, this job was completed for $522,668. And I think it's to be noted that they're not only advocates for public education in Yuma County, but they're also advocates for the taxpayers. The 2015 bond that you mentioned, Shelley, you get a job for half price. You can build another, or build out another culinary lab and benefit some more of our kids somewhere else. And I know that that's not the easy thing to do. The easy thing to do would be to get the money, fight for it, and then just kind of go with the flow with these Maricopa-based procurement methods. But they don't stop there. They fight for our tax dollars. And I think we should give them a round of applause and really recognize that it's a good job they do. As a taxpayer, I appreciate it. So we all win here. We won as being the construction company. You guys did a wonderful classroom. You win, and everybody in the room is taxpayers wins. And I think it's a good example of how we can work together to not only get what we want, but to get it at a good price. We get so very little money here in Yuma. Why would you spend extra money when you don't need to? And thank you guys for fighting for that for us.
Thank you again, Mr. Harrington. Next, I would like to welcome to the stage Kimberly Kahl of the Yuma County Chamber of Commerce. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I'm new to Yuma, but I am not new to CTE. My very first job as Director of Education for an organization back in 1998. I was in charge of CTE all over the country. And I'm just so thrilled to have this be one of my first events because CTE is so vitally important. And he was talking about how the school wins and the taxpayers win, but when we have strong CTE programs and that can have state-of-the-art facilities like this new culinary lab, the business community also wins. They need skilled workers. I'm a mom. I have a junior in high school, and my son learned very early on that I wanted him to have a career. That didn't necessarily mean college. It meant learning a skill and having a career, whether that be in the culinary arts. Kind of a funny story. Little kids want to be policemen, firemen, whatever. My kid wanted to be a McDonald's cook. So we discussed culinary school. So it's hugely and vitally important to the business community. And I was national chair for a technical committee for Skills USA. I'm assuming people in here understand what Skills USA is, okay? I became the national chair for a technical committee over 20 years ago. And I've been fighting for CTE in our schools ever since. And to me, this is a huge win for Yuma. And everyone is to be congratulated on this new culinary lab. Thank you.
Thank you, Kimberly. Today, as I said before, today is a great day for Yuma High School. Simply the fact that our students are going to have another state-of-the-art facility. It's a great opportunity for our students to continue to grow and learn over the years to come. I would like to thank everybody that came in person today and everyone virtually that will see this down the road. I'm excited to announce that we will now have our ribbon cutting ceremony to officially open our state-of-the-art facility. Thank you, everyone.
we use this one for basically everything but shrimp. And our opposite side is if we were doing shellfish, just in case anybody were to have a seafood allergy. We definitely don't want to mix, and that's another big thing that we teach our students in the industry, that cross-contamination and allergies are a thing, and they're a thing in our classroom, so definitely have to respect each other, and that was the big reason why we got 2 of them for that reason.